Good job.
Does it always take this long?
Yes.
Long time.
Long time.
Look how cute it is. Look how cute it is, Daddy.
Nice.
It's quiet.
Hey guys, sorry, I was sitting there tagging a couple people that I'd like to have them watch this video, and I was trying to figure out some lights because when I'm in the garage doing videos, I really don't like the artificial lighting and the way that my camera manages those. But it's late season. It's already dark outside. It's all of like 5:15, and because of the time change, it is what it is. Just finished cleaning up a little bit of the outside garden. Chopped everything at the ground. Season cleanup. We're here because a gentleman by the name of Kevin Gaines, that we've never really crossed paths up until recently. He commented on one or two of my live Facebook videos, and he there's a bunch of people in the audience already. I chose a good time. Hey guys, thank you very much for tuning in so quickly. We're here to test out something that I've never had before. And I have understood that this is a pepper that has wrecked many a pepper eater. So I am curious as to see what it does to me. Hey Matthew, hey Ross, hey Salvador, yeah, hey Timothy. Guys, cool, thank you very much. Looks like I chose a good time to try to do the video as opposed to like early in the day. I tried to move it a little bit later. Not finished with the garden work. Tried to finish it up. I need to clean it up and get it ready for next season, or lay it to rest at least. Got a lot of it done with the help of my our youngest daughter Marion and my wife Jalissa. Thank you very much for helping me out. And we're here to try out 7-pot brown. There's a lot of 7-pots out there. This is a 7-pot brown. This was sent to me by Kevin Gaines, and Kevin, I believe, got the seeds from Jim Morrow, Mr. Pickles, and I'm not sure why he sent them to me. I sent him a message. I should have sent it to him before, but I've been traveling, so it's a negligence on my part. But he sent me a whole box of these things. I mean, and these are they're just beautiful peppers. I mean, absolutely fantastic looking peppers. I had to go out of town right after I received them. Put them in the fridge. So they're sitting on my chest, warming up a little bit. And I took the box inside and I asked, all right, Jim, good stuff. Asked two of my daughters, hey, which one of these would you, damn, next year I'll have to send Quicks Jackie. Nice, Paul. I asked my daughters, hey, which one of these should I review? And it was interesting. I had chosen a pod out of the whole box. I mean, there's a beautiful selection of peppers in this box. There's one oddball. We'll have to figure out what that is. It's almost like a 7-pot brown that went like mustard. So I chose a pod, and I went inside the house and I asked my daughters, hey, which one do you think I should review? And I asked one of my daughters, and she's like, that one. And I was like, okay, cool. And I asked her twin sister, which one should I review? And she's like, well, that one or that one. And it was a unanimous decision that we should eat this one. And like I said, I've heard that the 7-pot brown can be a magnanimous pepper. Never had one, never grown it out, don't know. This one for me almost looks like a Moruga, which gives you the could educate you onto some of the similar characteristics that peppers from the Caribbean, where a lot of our hot peppers that we know originate from. I mean, this thing it's so gnarly that I actually put it on the scale. There was one heavier pepper in the box, which was this one. It's a couple tenths of a gram heavier. Very nice looking pepper as well. This one is a little bit bumpier, we could say. Similar pheno as to the one I just pulled up. And that it's 3 lobe going down into a truncated tail. So I wouldn't call that a tail, but it wanted to be a tail. Quit stalling. Okay. Sorry, guys. So, all right, you saw the peppers. Quit stalling. You see the pepper that I'm going to eat. So, Paul, let's get to it. You know, we don't need a 20-minute live video, right? Absolutely. But I will say, it's a beautiful pepper. It's got that, like, crossover tail, kink to the side. So, if the lighting's bad, I apologize. I'm not used to doing these videos inside. But it's dark outside and it's 33 degrees here. So I'm cutting the pepper over with my trusty pepper knife. You fool, don't do it. 7-pot brown is one of, if not the hottest peppers ever. Top 5. Well, okay. Well, let's see what I'm made of. This is my current pepper knife. If you guys know of anyone that can provide me with a service that can get me a better pepper knife for the Pepper Wolverine, let's see it. Because this was given to me by Brother Bear, Mr. Aaron Hernandez, or the original G Plus of Donkey Pepper, buddies with Hansfield Moscasa. Make it Wayne. It's my pepper knife. 33 degrees, that's right, Billy. I know in Kentucky it's probably a little bit different, but not here. It's cold. Whoa. So I'm peeling back the layers. This pepper has a lot of different things going on in it. I quartered it. It's got heavy placenta, super glistening walls, and what do they call it? A parthenogen? It's got another pepper growing inside of it. Another pepper growing inside of it. 7-pot brown with a 7-pot brown inside. Come on. It doesn't get any better. I mean, no, it doesn't. Right there, pepper inside of a pepper, pepper inside of a pepper, pepper inside of a pepper. So, let's get to it. So, you guys came here to see something? Let's see if we can put the Pepper Wolverine on his knees. Here's a quarter. Here's another quarter. A lot of seeds on the inside. Extremely glistening walls. And I know this pepper has put people on their knees. I know that from a fact. Talked to a bunch of good people, and they said, if you get a real 7-pot brown, you will pay homage to the chili church. What do I do to clean my hands? I lick them, dude. Come on. I'm the Pepper Wolverine. Seriously. I just lick them. 7-pot brown, almost halfway through, is earthy, a little bit fruity, a little bit floral. It has all of those things on going on. I'll tell you what, the placenta on this pepper scares me. I'm going to eat around it. I'm not going to
down all that shit. Plus, I'm eating this on an empty stomach. I haven't had dinner yet. But I'll eat as much of it as I can. And we're going to leave this huge placental base with the slightly green wannabe pepper on the inside. A bit floral. Not yet, no. I thought Adam Splitter's made from 7-pot douglas. Is 7-pot douglas different from 7-pot brown? Because the 7-pot douglas I've had or grown didn't look like 7-pot. Traditional 7-pot. Like habanero elongated, but extreme level heat. The douglas I've always grown out, yellow, red, soon to be peach, are bumpy. Mr. Townsend, I agree. I think douglas are different. But I haven't had, this is my first 7-pot brown. 7-pot douglas hit me differently. This 7-pot brown has a very sweet overtone. An incredible bite hitting everywhere in the mouth. It's attacking everything. There was a little bit of a bitterness to it when I ate through. Caliente, compa. Este chingoncísimo es un diablo. Brian, I had a yellow douglas that put me on my knees. The chocolate douglas, I've only had crosses. I tried to grow out the seeds, but they didn't grow out true to form, so I can't say. But I will say, this thing is climbing and climbing. It's if I were a firefighter, I'd say I need a taller ladder to like scale it. I didn't eat through the seed base. I can only imagine what would happen if I ate through that incredible seed base. Holy crap. Flavor-wise, it's relatively sweet. It doesn't have the earthy tones that a lot of chocolates of this heat level have. It's not floral. It's not bitter. It's somewhere in the middle of a sweet mixture between the two. But the heat level, it's climbing. I'm interested to see where this goes. What it's doing currently is really, really attacking the entire mouth. I chewed that first quarter and the second quarter really well. Third and fourth quarter, not as well, but I wanted to really chew it to get through the flavors and see what the juices have to offer. I've described this many times as a pins and needles type effect. It's like if you were sitting on like one of those like Chinese massage beds that's just needles. And you gotta lay on it, and they close the top coffin and close it. And it's just pins, pricks, and slight pressure and pain points. This thing is doing something like that, but it's going back very quickly. Kevin, it's all right. I'm sorry. I told you I'd do it today. I tried to give you a heads up. Never had the 7-pot brown, and I will say this is chocolate or brown peppers. For me, always seem to ratchet up the heat level a little bit. There's very few red peppers, in my opinion, that have compared to some of the brown and chocolate peppers I've eaten. This 7-pot brown is, I mean, it's something else. Wow. If I gave this to some of the people that enjoy most of the peppers that I grow on my mid scale, this would blow them up. They would have no idea what to do. They would run for the bathroom, grab milk, do something. This is an extremely respectable pepper. I've only had one other pepper this season. We're just talking this season. Yes, a hard tongue burn. The 7-pot brown is definitely burning my tongue, insides of the cheeks. It's starting to work down the esophagus a little bit. The only other pepper that has gotten me this good this season was a Carbon Boot 7-pot yellow cross with a 7-pot Primo that I got from Tony Sherwood. And for whatever reason, what I grew out from his seeds were different from what most people had or anyone else. This is going to, in the words of Cheech and Chong, it's going to grab you by the boo-boo and it's not going to let go. I can feel that this is not something that you should take lightly. I've had a chocolate Reaper, not a chocolate Primo, so I can't compare. Mr. Batman, I just had a 7-pot brown. Thanks for tuning in late. A gentleman by the name of Mr. Kevin Gaines sent me some chocolate evil. I'm not sure what that mustard pot is over there, but he sent me some chocolate evil. He tuned into a previous video I made. Well, I think of the, oh wow, pepper burps. I'm interested to see if I get hiccups. I never really get pepper burps that quick. I get those as an after effect. I'd love to get hiccups. I see all these guys getting hiccups and hiccups and hiccups. And it's happened to me once. And it was after eating like 1 or 2 peppers with dinner, but like downing it with hot sauce on my dinner, and I did get hiccups. And if people didn't know me, they'd just think I rolled a doobie and lit it up. Look at my eyes. Wow. Hi, Maren.
Hi.
They're in the freezer and the inside.
Like where?
On top. Look on top of the ice cream. Yeah, hiccups, I mean, I don't know. I don't get them. I'm glad I don't get them. I don't envy or think people that get them are enjoying the experience. It just doesn't look very pleasurable. So, 7-pot brown. Couple minutes in. The pins and needles effects on the tongue and the esophagus subsided. It had a nice sweet flavor, somewhere balanced in between floral and bitter. I did not eat the seed base, so I'm not going to... Anyone that's watching saw that I didn't eat the seed base, so I didn't cheat, but I'm also eating this on an empty stomach, and I don't want to just, like, kill myself 2 hours from now. So this season, I had 72 varieties in the garage. I'm sorry, I said garage because, look, I still have a bunch of peppers that I couldn't end the season with. So I brought them in the garage. So that's why I said garage. I had 72 of them. Sorry for tagging people that don't want to be tagged on my videos. I will not do that in the future. I apologize. Had 72 varieties out there in the garden. I've eaten every single one of them. Most of them were from either... Sorry, reading comments. I've eaten all of them. And I've had quite a few people send me peppers A couple of which I sought out, I bought, I wanted to eat them, and a couple that people sent me. And I will say that for this season, there were a couple that caught me by surprise. When I grow my own peppers, I know what I'm getting into. I have a good idea. 7-Pot Brown, an extremely respectable pepper. Wow. Nice. Extreme heat level, enough such that most people probably are going to get an ear ringer, an extreme esophageal effect. I don't really get that. Time remains to be seen if it's a gut bomb or not. I don't think so, but it could be. Flavor-wise, it's an extremely enjoyable chocolate pepper. There weren't any overwhelmingly earthy and floral tones. It was slightly nutty, mostly fruity, somewhere in between bitter and floral, but more sweet than anything else. 7-Pot Brown's a hell of a pepper. I hope there was no expectation that I would eat like more than one. I'm not like that guy that like challenges myself to really do that. I try to just eat a single pepper, as hot as they can possibly be, and just give a honest review of what I think of the pepper. And I'm enjoying the heat level and flavor of this 7-Pot Brown. This thing kicks ass. Heat level plateaued. It's on the descendo, which means going down. I like it. Not sure what the heck I'm going to do with those other 20 peppers. I probably turn that into a sauce or a powder. I don't know. I'm sorry. This pepper experience was so unique that I have not been following all of the comments. So I apologize for not being a little bit more interactive. But this pepper it's a unique one. It's extremely hot. One of the hottest in the top 2 to 3 that I've had this season. Like I said, anyone that's seen some of the earlier reviews I did, I had 5 peppers chosen from my garden, and I tried to review them in order that I thought they were in heat level. I never got to number 1 and number 2 because they were extremely late season bloomers, and snow and freeze and frost prevented me from doing that. This 7-Pot Brown, though, is up there in the top couple of peppers I had this season, or over the last couple of seasons, actually. This is extremely respectable heat level, incredible flavor for a hot pepper. Mr. Gaines, thank you for sending this to me. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It definitely put me in my test, as you can tell by like the slightly bloodshot eyes. It didn't make me sweat, but it was close. But it's also only 52 degrees in the garage. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And if I tagged you and you didn't want to be tagged, I do apologize. Next time I'll just put it out there and only tag the individuals that helped me out in the beginning. So, sorry. Hey Brett, sorry you're catching it on the tail end, buddy. I'm out. I have just experienced the 7-Pot Brown experience, and it's a hell of an experience. If you're looking for extreme heat and a good flavor, 7-Pot Brown is out there. Mr. Scoville, dude, you're doing some cool stuff, man. And it means a lot to me that you are watching. You and 2 other people, they're not on here and not on Facebook, were some of my inspirations. So it means a lot to me that once again you tagged in. I'm sorry, I'm finishing. Maybe you could rewind it and watch it and send me a PM if you think I could do something different. That's pretty cool. I appreciate it. We were finishing up a review of a 7-Pot Brown sent to me by Mr. Kevin Gaines. And I'll tell you what, man, hell of a pepper. hell of a pepper. All I can do right now is show you what's left of the placenta with another pepper trying to grow inside of it. I didn't eat the placenta, and I'm glad I didn't because I have not had any food. Chase the heat, man. That's what we're all about. Whatever your level is cool. There's no competition amongst chili heads. You chase the heat, you like it, keep chasing it. It's been another installment of the Pepper Wolverines 2019 reviews. There might be one or two more, or it could be the end of the season. We'll see. And for all of you guys that have tuned in, I appreciate it very much. If there's something I could do better, differently, let me know. If something you disliked, let me know. Public, private, it's all good. Thank you guys very much. And I'll just leave you this parting message. When you're the Pepper Wolverine, this is the end of the season harvest. But you're still left with my ugly mug. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll do it again soon, hopefully. Pepper Wolverine out. You guys, much love, much respect. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good evening.